Can you hear me now? Testing, testing. What's that? Yeah, you can hear me. It's always good to be on mute. Oh, this I sometimes don't like microphones where there's a button of mute and unmute. Anyway, how are you all doing? I've been away, so I haven't been on. Fine, I've just come back from a holiday, so that's why you haven't seen me for a while. Uh-oh. But I'm here now, so that's good. How are you? Are you all right? Let's right, okay. I can read it better on the phone. Whoops. You can't post. Ah, um I put subscriber mode on, so do subscribe to me if you can't. Hello, Vicky Licious, how are you? Yeah, I'm fine. Rip and deep. How are you? I might be able to read that better on here. Like live chat. Yeah, I'm fine. Thanks very much for asking. Yes, you can have a love reading, rip and deep. You certainly can. So let's have a look what's going on for rip and deep in the love. Let's see what's going on for love. Always a good subject to have a look at. You're pretty good. Oh, great. Are you enjoying the holidays, Vicky Lucius? Don't have to get up to take the kids to the nursery or school. Oh, chocolate Easter eggs. Right, let's have a look at Ripping Deep's love reading. Let's see what's going on. I did put subscribers mode on only, so after it's only a minute. So hello, Divine Goddess. So I've been on holiday with the grandchildren, so I keep you amused, don't they? Thank you, Divine Goddess, for becoming a member. Yes, I do apologise. I have been on holiday, which is. Yeah, so I should have told you guys I was going away. I went to Spain because Spain is very close. Anyway, let's have a look at Rip and Deep's love life. I do aim to be on a lot longer every day, as much as I can anyway, hopefully. So Rip and Deep, let's have a look at your... And then Divine Goddess, if you'd like to post your question, channel members do have priority as well, don't they? So let's have a look at Rip and Deep's love life. Rip and Deep's love life. It's great to see everyone again. Do miss you guys when we're not on, obviously. So, well, yeah, a little tanned, a little tanned. It's always hot in Spain. Right, so Rip and Deep, your love life. I actually saw a toucan on holiday, so that's good. It is heating up or starting to heat up, Rip and Deep, with your love life. First of all, we have the Three of Pentacles. So basically, the universe knows what you've been asking for on a deeper level. So this is a good foundation to get everything together, synced up. Three is a good triangle, so it's aspiring to something that's really deeper, meaningful for you. So with the Ace of Swords here, this is a good time to really take charge and ownership of your thoughts. Usually, this is a sign of victory. So it's like when we look at two sides of the coin, whether we're attacking or being a passive, because it's a sword and we can defend or attack when we have that. It's like, what are we thinking of? Now, if you've done the work, the basis work for what you want, because we did go through a full moon, so it's things to let go of. So the new ideas will come swift for you. And with the Page of Wands here, this is fully supporting those new ideas. So when you have new inspiration, new ideas of what you are looking for on a deeper level, then the Three of Pentacles make perfect sense, because this is a building block and it's the universe recognizing what you do want. So have something anew and find yourself really owning that thought and owning that way of thinking and assessing. So whether you've been trying too hard or too passively, it's about a happy medium and then really going for what you do want. As you can see with that looking glass, what are you looking for? What are you thinking about? And really find that possible. Okay, so it's a new turning point. In milestone chat, divine goddess, what do you mean milestone chat? I don't understand that. What is milestone chat when it's at home? Yeah, it's a good start. So really have a look at that start. Yeah, you definitely need. Oh, you wanted a general. Oh, I see. Milestone and the super chats. Right. Okay. Okay. You call it right. Thank you. Right. Let's do divine goddess. For a general reading. Thank you. Right. Let's see what's going on with divine goddess. Right. Divine goddess. Let's see what's going on. Yes, Vicky Lickish. Vicky. We definitely need some hot weather over here. Definitely. Of course, India, I've got some good hot weather all the time, mostly. Whoa. Right, divine goddess, let's see what's going on for you. Right, let's have a look. Let's give you 4 cards to get a really good general going. Well, we're still having a good time, divine goddess. Very good time. So I should have left that one down, to be fair, but it does show a balance about what is going on. So first of all, we've got the Emperor. Are we still in Aries season? I never know where we are these days. So, so with the Emperor is a very good start to really enable what you do want in a very firm, logical way. So it's making little steps towards your emotions. I think this is all about your emotions. Because we've got the Three of Cups, which is good, but you've got the Star card as well. But ending that is the Nine of Swords. So it shows with the Nine of Swords with the 4th card, which we don't normally do, but I did pull it for a reason. It shows that the mindset can pull ourselves down into that negative thinking. And this is where the Emperor is a good stance to have a look at what you are looking at, your reality of like you always see the Emperor, which is a lot bigger than the players, and you can often see the Emperor playing chess, moving things around in a very analytical way. So when we have a look at that, well, it's illogical to think, oh well, say if it doesn't happen, or what is the worst scenario, and really frighten us. So because you've got the Star card with that, it means your hopes and dreams, to have faith in them and not look at the timing of things. Timing is illogical because it doesn't really exist when we try to manifest things. So logically doing one step at a time will get you to that fantastic, the Three of Cups, which is that emotional happiness and celebration. So if we look at that and boil down in a higher picture, it is celebrating the small things that we can actually do it, that we can think things, feel things, and put those two together will create our confidence and our desire to move forward. Because when we fear something that's not going to happen, then it ultimately makes that our reality. So we have to really put that down, really use the Emperor as one of those things of starting things, really having confidence in our decisions to make things happier on our emotional level. So it's a kind of an aspect where if we start something, we really literally make our castles in the sky warm and fuzzy and what we're dreaming for, then they should come true. If we let go of these things and just celebrate and be grateful for the small things, we can definitely put our trust in ourselves and really trust in our friends and our supportive system to really give us a confidence boost. And that is logical thinking, to really trust that the universe has our back. Does that make sense? So yeah, it's a good start um, to release the old in the full moon, which is the still full moon energy, isn't it? So just let go of fear, which is the Nine of Swords scenario. Does that make sense? No worries at all, Divine Goddess. Right, okay. Hi guys, how are you all doing? Do remember to put your questions on. If I can't see your question, I obviously can't do it. Great to see you if you are new, and do subscribe to be able to post the question. Vicky, have you got... You definitely need to go on holiday. Yeah, it was good. We stayed in a self-catering place in Ben El Medina. That's it, Ben El Medina, which is good. Because when you've got a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old, it's very hard to get about, isn't it? Which we did. We got about. Right, okay. Hi guys, how are you doing? Do post your questions so I can do your question. I don't know why the chat is always slow, but it is. Thank you, Divine Goddess, for being here. Much appreciated. Oh, really? Hello, Ayoshi. How are you? Good to see you. You're... Right, let's do Vicky. I'm glad your ex is taking the son to Spain. August, very hot, very busy, very expensive. We couldn't take the eldest grandson away because school, and then we had a look at the prices in the summer holidays, and it's like, I beg your pardon, how much? How much to take a child away? How much? Do I make enough money for that? No. So I'm glad your ex has taken your son away. Right, let's have a look at your general around P and you for the rest of the month. Good to see you, Ayoshi. Do remember to post your question. Oh, that's cheap. When I looked, it was 1,500 for both of us. So I don't know where in Spain he's... Yeah, it's disgusting. It's like, it's only a week. I still think they're making the money from the COVID restrictions, to be fair. Thank you, Divine Goddess. It's a heck of a lot of money. It's ridiculous. Really bad. Right, let's have a look at what's going on for Vicky and P. Yeah, I always like going to Spain and Portugal because of the way of life. It's a lot slower. It's just not, even in the tourist places, it's kind of slower. I don't know. It's just nice. It's not so much the weather, it's the way they live. Hello, spiritual gifts. How are you? I'm fine. We're just talking about holidays because I've been away. Good to see you. Thank you, Divine Goddess. Right, let's have a look at general. for Vicky and P. What's going on with Vicky and P? Thank you, spiritual gifts. Out on the town. Yeah, that suits you down to the ground, Vicky. So, let's have a look. Whoa, okay. You've got to be careful in a way with the Wheel of Fortune. Sometimes the cycles of fate and cycles of patterns that we have can be just so in the habitual form that they keep happening again and again. So it seems to me that with the Page of Pentacles, it's very good to have a new kind of way of moving forwards and really understanding why we hold ourselves back. Obviously, it's because no one likes to be rejected or hurt. But with this card, with the Four of Pentacles, one has to really move forward. So this is where the Wheel of Fortune is very important for you too, to move forward, whatever that means. And habits can be like sticking together when we know it's kind of not going anywhere, but also but allowing the freedom to allow things to naturally occur. Because when we do that, it has an uncanny way of solving some challenges or issues. So this is why we have to fully open up to the situation in general. And this is where you probably perhaps see with the Page of Pentacles to see things in a more substantial way of dealing with issues in itself. So it just comes up as habits. Habits can be good, they're not always bad, but with the Wheel of Fortune, you don't need to be on that rat race wheel and keep repeating the same patterns. Sometimes that something has to shift. So this is where I see the Four of Pentacles in opening up so much more in a way to kind of share, our hopes and fears and dreams and just understanding. Because if we want relationships to be workable and enjoyable, then we have to take the good with the bad of a certain person, which isn't really good and bad. It's just us, our personality of how things go. So to fully trust, we need to fully open up to the person and say, well, this is how I'm feeling about the situation. I know at the moment we can't get around these issues, but I don't want to be on a cycle of something not really moving towards a destination. Um, and this is why it's very important to see that kind of newness in a practical way. So it's good because with the full moon energy today, it's about letting go. I always see letting go of, oh, I'm not going to be accepted for who I am and my situation. Do you know what I mean? Alexandra, how are you? High flyer, how are you? Good to see you all. Sorry I haven't been on for a while. I've been on holiday and we were chatting about holidays before. So right, Ayashi Patel, let's have a look about your guidance, angels. Thanks for liking the video as well. It's always good to have that. Thank you, Vicky. Lots and lots of love to you. Spiritual gifts, Diva. We need to do them first because they are a channel member. Right, what was your question? Messages from Rishikesh. Right, let's do spiritual gifts, Diva. Messages from Rishikesh. Sorry about that. Right. Right, spiritual gifts, Diva is a channel member. Channel members do get high priority. as well as people who donate. They also do as well. Thanks, Vicky. Right, let's have a look at guidance angels for spiritual gifts, Diva. Vikesh. Rishikesh, what's going on with Rishikesh? Right, Rishikesh, let's have a look what's going on. Okay. Whoa. All right, so we do have an interesting aspect here with Rishikesh. I don't know whether you're feeling something that has been going on, but there is an aspect where we've got the death card. So with death, it's out with the old, in with the new, which is a good time to sort of have a look at this with the full moon. The full moon energy has things that really highlight things that need to change. A lot of people get over emotional at full moons. They get pulled one way or another. So this, for the whole situation, has to be highlighted about things definitely need to be highlighted and changed. In order to change, we have to change everything in the situation. So when you demonstrate higher gifted spirits, how are you? Thanks for being here. When we have a look at the Seven of Cups aspect, it sometimes is an illusion, and we know with the full moon energy, it does throw shadows, doubt, illusions over a lot of things. So it's not all bad, because with the strength, it gives that inner strength to have a look at the courage in going forward. So if this isn't deepening, or got the best communication going in how we need to see, that is the highlighted issue of what needs to be unfolded. So between the two of you, you really must have that good communication going about what is needed. We can't presume. We can't see the unreality, and that's what the Seven of Cups sometimes is about. It's hard to be defined on an emotional level, and that's what happens sometimes with full moons, and the death of something has to be replaced with that change. So the courage to come forward and really know the strength of character to move forward is very, very important. Give you another card with that, which is the world. So again, this world is the ending of a cycle. So you've got two very much endings. You've got the death card, which is out with the old, in with the new, and it's a stage of transformation. So if you have a look and have courage in moving beyond what you want, it's almost like seeing that everything is in the power to look. Because Seven of Cups, it's always looked at like those choices that we actually see. So the choice to stay small and not transform is one of those choices. But to choose to see every possibility of our learning lessons within the world is actually a better choice to transform and really know that with the way, sometimes the way with what we really want to happen, can be a limitation. So this is where the death card can if people work with the death card really, really strong, because it's almost like at this time when we're dealt a major arcana card, it's very important, because it's the world trying, the universe, your higher self, God, your spirit guides trying to assist you in seeing transformation has to change. Otherwise, we're hitting ourselves against that wall. And that's why sometimes the Seven of Cups can be seen as an illusion. There is no added gifted. Just post your question. Do post your question. No health, legal, or third party. So, yeah. Something is obviously going to change between the two of you anyway. So that's good. Right. Right. Do keep posting your questions. I don't know who's here. So do post your question. Right. Do post your question, guys, so I know you're here. A gifted spirit, general. Thank you, Alexandra. I'll do you next. Thank you so much, spiritual gifts, for being here. I do appreciate it. Right, gifted spirit. Let's do a general message for you. Thanks for liking the video, guys. I appreciate that. Thanks for your company. Right, this is for gifted spirit. Deep Shika, how are you? Right, let's do gifted spirit. Let's have a look at general for gifted spirit. Hello, Rowan. How are you? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by to post your question. Thank you. Keep posting your questions so I know you're in the room. This is for gifted spirits. Right. Right, so gifted spirit. Wow. Okay. It's looking interesting for you. Not only do you have hello Katie, hello Selena, how are you? Thanks for being here. Do remember to like the video, post your question, and I'll be with you soon. Right, so gifted spirit with the Two of Wands. This is about what is available to you. And it seems that someone may be entering your life, or it seems that the opportunity to really make a stand about what you've already invested in is a really good sign for you at this moment in time. Because we are still in the Aryan stage, which is new beginnings, it makes perfect sense for you to really realize that when you search for something, it does have foundation, it does have grit, it does have movement in the solidness. And the reason why I'm saying that is because not only do you have the King of Pentacles, but you've also got the Four of Wands with this. So what you're looking for and searching for with the King of Pentacles here, it shows that you can be the master of your own design, of your own purpose. So whatever you've been searching for or looking for or establishing, because with Four of Wands, it does mean to say that you've established something to celebrate. So along the journey, or who is that journey that you're looking for, is a really of a strength of character to know that you are worthy. I always see the King of Pentacles as one of the best cards to actually have, because whether we want things on our single level or we want something as a partnership, it means that you can achieve these things because you are the king of the practical essence of the wealth and the value. So what you do value, you have made a good foundation for success. It doesn't mean to say that we have to stop looking for what's within our world. You know, it's like we still need that confidence, that fire, that desire to move forward. So it's a good time for you. It really is, to really be grateful. I always see the Four of Wands in being grateful for what you really, really do want within your life. And I think at the moment you're under this lucky cloud. It's like, well, maybe I don't know what I want. But that's the whole point, to have this purpose and know that whatever you put yourself in, you can definitely get. So I love it. I love it. Alexandra, will me and Anger, the Scorpio, reconcile in April? Right, let's have a look. Alexandra. I'm fine, Katie. How are you? Right, let's do Alexandra. It was really good for you, Gifted. It's a good time for you. So make the most of this time and really do something really spectacular. Definitely find something spectacular. Alexandra, how are you today? Thanks for liking the video. No worries, Alexandra. Will you and Anger get together again? Rakshi, hi, how are you today? How is everyone today? I'm fine, I hope you are too. Do read the pinned comment, guys. Thank you. Right, this is for Alexandra. I'm glad you're alright, Katie. This is for Alexandra. Right, let's have a look. Whoa. Right, okay, so have I turned these upside down now? Right, let me just. Okay, so will you two get back together again? Not at the moment. I think we left you with that question or answer last time. It doesn't mean to say that you can't get back together again. At the moment, you're definitely coming up with the Knight of Swords here. Oh. So this is being very hasty. This is being too quick and not really feeling about what we're thinking or there's a lot more to be had for this. So with the King of Wands as well, sometimes this can be an immature. If you two were to have conversation at the moment, it would just be two kind of tit for tat, so to speak. So it's difficult. And with the magician, sometimes the magician can play tricks on us. So you don't want to really get back together now because it would just be a mess. So it doesn't mean to say you can't get together. But with the King of Wands here, it's almost like the communication needs to be a little bit more calmer, a little bit more mature in that. So at the moment, I can't see this happening. It doesn't mean to say it can't happen later on, but at the moment, it seems that there's a lot of challenge. And you've got to take it a lot more slower and really understand that there needs to be a lot more trust. I think the issue with the breakup was a trust, whether they were not trusting in themselves or you were trusting in whatever. Aniket, hello. Do us a favour, don't delete messages. Right, thanks for being here, guys. Do remember to keep posting your question. No health legal. Do remember you can donate for priority. You can become a channel member. Do keep posting your questions, guys. Katie, I'm going to start something new in work. Will it be good to improve my financial condition? Well, it's good to change things up for Katie. Selena, are you still here? If you are still here, remember to keep posting your questions. Yeah, keep posting your questions so I can see your question. Just when I'm about to finish or halfway through, just post your question. And then if I see your question, I normally do you. So I know you're in the room. Thank you, Alexander. Right, KT, let's have a look at KT. You're going to start something new in work. Let's have a look. Will it be good to... Let's have a look at your career, where you make money at the moment. Alexander, it's one question per live. There is no timelines, so we can't do timelines. Things change all the time. I do readings for myself about timelines. I go, is this going to happen? Oh, yeah, right. I do a spread for myself. I do a year spread. I do a monthly spread. It depends on what cards come up in that month. Time is an illusion, and the universe couldn't care less about time. So it's good. Most tarot readers who are on won't do timelines. Won't do timelines. Especially when things change all the time. So I find timelines, I do them for myself, don't get me wrong. I'll go, what's happening here? I won't do it for anyone else because it just changes too much. And people believe it so much. Well, you said within a month, blah, 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 blah. No. So I don't do them. Things change. Even changes for me when I do a timeline. How dare it? Right, let's get on to KT. As your expectations of financial improvement. Hi, Gwen. Thank you for staying here. Right. Let's have a look at KT. KT's finances. KT's new work. Yeah, I know you're here. Right, this is for KT's work, financial situation. Right, before I pull those cards, Katie, the best thing to do about finances or any situation is sometimes give yourself permission. The first thing is like we are still in the full moon energy, so letting go of full control. So it's almost like asking whether you ask God, angels, your higher self, your spirit guide, whatever, and saying what you basically need. Sometimes just saying to ourselves, I need and I want my needs and my wants need to be met, you know. Um, so it's like just I put full sometimes if you believe in God or not or want to do that, please God help me in my financial stability for my needs and my wants. And once you've prayed or given yourself permission or asked your spirit guides or whatever someone really has an essence of doing, you can just then sit back and kind of really trust in yourself. If we trust fully in ourselves, then we have that confidence to attract what we need and we want. And letting go of the control will allow the energies to make things more easier, if you know what I mean. That's the first thing, because what we have here is the devil. So with the devil here, it's like learning to trust and learning to let go. So just as I said, if we take new part-time work or different work, and we feel it's our passion, and we feel like it's in tune with who we are as a person, it doesn't matter about the because most people will say what we're asking for when we're looking at finances is not really money in itself. It's the ability to support ourselves, whether that's supporting ourselves in bills, supporting ourselves where we live, supporting our lifestyle, but looking at who we are. So sometimes we need to let go of what our parents and our guardians, and definitely what society has told us, and have your own belief in who you are as a person to understand habits. So sometimes we don't need as much money as we think that we should have, because of the habits, whether that's our habits of doing unnecessarily eating, drinking, smoking, gambling, having all these subscriptions. And when we release them, we find a different way that we emotionally we don't have to substitute. So having a look at what's holding you back and preventing you from having that value and confidence to just attract is important. It's not so much doing something that's going to keep you in that small way of thinking. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because with the King of Pentacles, it did come reversed. So I'm going to have a look at it in reversed. Um, and again, with the Wheel of Fortune, it's good. But one needs to, with the King of Pentacles, make things more for you. It's to have confidence fully in yourself and not be tied down to what people tell you can happen. So will this part-time job work for you in a financial aspect? Kind of. But if you're not breaking away from patterns, then no. Because with the Wheel of Fortune, definitely with the Wheel of Fortune, it's like sometimes repeating the pattern. One has to go forward in a way of, I mean, it's good. I'm really liking that you're changing, because there are certain things that have happened that you tend to devalue yourself. So when you have a look at how you value yourself, you'll find if you go with the flow a little bit more and but as long as you're valuing yourself, things in all areas will work out. So that's for you. Don't hold yourself back. So, right. Okay, so what's in front of me? Is this working or not? Is this empowering me in such a way that I feel happy with the progress I'm making? And if the answer is no, I'm still, feeling I'm not content in where I am in a simplistic way. And that is perhaps why the King of Pentacles at this moment in time was reversed. It needs to have full value in the steps that you make. And any work is good because you meet people or you don't or whatever. And it's a stepping stone. It's these little baby steps of change, which is so important. To be able to have a success long term in anything, we need to change. Change is a good thing. So when we keep ourselves trapped, and with the black widow spider, they eat their mate and consume it. And sometimes, well, they do that for the new generation to come along, which is good. So it's a new way of thinking, new way of adapting to move forward. Hello, Dorothy. Hello, Selena. Hello, poor Mima. Rakesh. Right. So I hope that made some sense to you, Katie. But yeah, I really do like the change that's coming up. Yeah, we make of it what we do, but it's a good step in the right direction, I think. Right. So, Deepshika. Let's do you. Should you do part-time job for Oracle? Right, let's have a look. Thank you for being here, guys. Remember to like the video. I do appreciate your company today. Right, let's have a look at Deepshika. Should you do part-time job for Oracle? Energies with a part-time job for Oracle. Hello, love God. How are you? Thanks for being here. Thanks for subscribing, everyone. Do read the pinned comment, guys. Thank you. Thanks for being here, guys. Right, part-time job. Right, let's have a look. I like the first card. Like the second card. Interesting, the fourth card. Right. Part-time work for somebody else. Basically, what you heard when I was speaking to Katie about improving our life and doing things, because one thing can lead to another. So a lot of the times when we look at work, it's not always about payment. It's not always about making a lot of money. At the end of the day, work is work. But how we feel ourselves and the time. At my age, time is a very valuable commodity. So when we look at time spent, it is time spent. No matter what we do, it's gone. It's over with. However, the time that you spend, if you do choose to actually work with Oracle, is a good time. Because whatever you get out of it, whether it's confidence in yourself, whether it's confidence in your ability, whether you learn a lot of things. So every time we have a job or work, whatever it is, it's a gift to learn something about ourselves, about other people, about a lot of things. So it's precious. And that's what we really need to look at value. Because most people look at things as money. Well, how much money am I going to get? And then they go and spend the money on something that is like meaningless. Whereas the precious gifts that we do learn from experience is very, very precious indeed. So for you to work within this could be a good thing, dictated by this little reading that we're doing. So the first aspect is the Three of Pentacles working together. So this is a perfect card for your question in working with this other person. It is. It is. I think you'll find more about yourself and get a lot from it. So I think it's probably a good idea. You do have the Four of Wands, so it's a good celebration thing to do to place whatever it is that you're meant to be learning through this. It has a good standing. But you're not going to get rich at the moment with the Four of Pentacles. There'll be enough, and it depends on what, as I said just previously, about what is precious to you and what is good. You might build up a friendship. I mean, I was telling my daughter today, tarot, for me, in my life, in all the years I've been learning it, has been such a wonderful gift to me, because I've made some wonderful friends through tarot. And for me, that is more precious and more meaningful than all the money in the world. It really is. So those people that I've met through doing tarot, for me, is the most precious thing. So whatever we choose to do, and it might be a hobby, not tarot, I'm not, but a person may choose to do I think I'll go into do horse riding now. So they might not make money out of it, but through horse riding, they might meet their future partner, that they might, have an affinity with animals. And so one thing always leads to another. So for you, working part time with Oracle seems to me that that might be a very, very good thing for you to do. But as I say time and time again, it's choices that you make are up to you. Does that make sense? Yeah, that's pretty good. Gwen, let's do Rowan now. General reading for Rowan, Geronimo, Mina. Oh. No worries, Dipshika. Right, let's do Rowan. Hello, Pawnima. Right, this is for Rowan and General. Good to see everyone. Thanks for liking the video, guys. I appreciate your company. Let's do Rowan now. General reading for Rowan. Right, let's have a look. Well. Interesting. So, whether romance is on your mind, whether you're feeling that you're not attracting what you need within your life, it is also an interesting scenario. We do have the full moon at the moment, Ruwen. So, this highlights what we can be subconsciously unaware of. So sometimes we want something and it's not really the best thing for us in our lifelong lessons. But sometimes what we do attract is exactly some of the lessons we need. And this is what can highlight that things can be unexpectedly at times seem to be the worst thing out for us. So you have to deduce what it is and really contemplate and really understand reflection. Because not only with the full moon aspect of reflections, it can bring shadows and kind of disharmony to a situation. And those kind of things for you at the moment need to be released, looked at, understood on a conscious level. Are you consciously aware of what you're trying to look at within your life? That's the kind of highlighted message for you at this moment. So with the Two of Cups, it is a healing process of what you have been attracting. Whether this is romance or whether it is something else. Because when you get the Eight of Cups in this sort of scenario as well, it's you need to look deeper, and this is where you get the Four of Swords is what you'll need to reflect and not be so wound up about why isn't this happening. So there is an element within your life just at the moment perhaps where you're not looking at the full picture, whether that's slight doubts, whether it's slight feelings that something isn't working so much. So this is where the universe is trying to say, just have that kind of step back and not do, just reflect, and then look at what you have been attracting and what you want to attract, and kind of give yourself permission to do so, but relax about it. No struggle. All right, no struggling. Hopefully that makes sense to you. Okay, thank you for the question. Selena, what does A feel about you? Right, let's have a look at Selena. Thanks for your patience, guys. Do remember to keep posting your questions. Thank you. Right, this is for Selena. Love and light and peace be with you. Have faith in yourself and the universe. Thank you. Right, Selena, Pumina, thank you for being here. Rakashi, thank you for being here. Right, just on Selena now. What does A feel about you? Let's have a look. What does A feel about you? Any romance going on? Right, Selena. Selena. How does A feel about you? Selena and A, Selena and A. Michelle, you're here. I didn't know you were here. Hi, Michelle. Didn't see you. You snuck in there. Thank you for being here. Do post a question. Thank you. Right, let's do Selena. You're here. Oh, of course you are. Right. The only way I know that you're here is when you keep posting your question. Keep posting your question, and then I know you're here. I know you're here, Selena. I'm doing you now. I know the chat is slow as well. So, yeah, just on. Hello, Rakashi. Right, crystal and light. Right, I'm just on Selena. Let's have a look. Selena and A. Selena and A. Okay, Michelle, we'll do it general. Stay in the room. We're on Selena at the moment. A. Selena and A. How does A feel about Selena? A and Selena. Yep, love God, that's fine. How does A feel towards Selena? Right, let's have a look. Right. Slow. It's a tortoise, isn't it? A is a little bit of a tortoise, or the situation seems to be very slow, which is sometimes a good thing. It really is. There is no rush in these things. It can be slow and steady, wins the day. So when we have when we have Seven of Pentacles, when we have Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles in the equation, this is about tending to the small things, but also the bigger things, and planning ahead. So at the moment, there isn't any romantic feelings there at the moment, but things can take time. So it's a growth that comes. So just being aware in the hello, Lotus Rose, how are you? it seems to be okay. They're also the situation is also demonstrating the Ace of Swords, and you can see here having that key, the key to success, to unlock our mindset, to start in a more of an understanding of how the situation can unfold. So when we do that, we look back at the Seven of Pentacles and go, what are the new ideas that I need to nourish? Having patience and understanding, because with the Ace of Swords, that is understanding. And with the Knight of Pentacles here, it's that planning ahead is slowly. It means for you that your perfect relationship will happen. It might not necessarily be with A because of the romantic involvement, but things along the way you'll realize in time that is precious. So, in the meantime, we have to nourish what is important to us to be able to get that perfect relationship. Not always with the person that we're asking for, but planning ahead of the thoughts that we want. So sometimes we have to sit back and not want a person, but want what's best for us and ultimately what's best for them, if we really truly do love them or like them or whatever. But for you, this is a slow aspect, but you will be able to understand more within time. So this is a protection of time to have everything else in alignment. All right, thank you. Thanks for being here. Right, let's do Love God now. May I ask Omar's current feelings and intentions towards you? Thanks for being here, guys. Lotus Rose, hello, how are you? Poranima, how are you? Let's do Love God next. Thanks for being here. Dorothy, thanks for staying in the room. Thank you. Right, let's have a look at who Love God. May I ask Omar's current feelings? Right, let's have a look at Love God at the moment. Omar's current feelings towards the Love God. Omar's current feelings towards the Love God. Hi, Michelle. Thanks for staying in the room. Keep posting your question, Michelle. Right, let's do Love God. Love God. Omar's feelings. Towards you. Omar's current feelings. It's not spamming my chat. It's just you've got to do it, otherwise I'll miss you. Keep posting. No deleting, more posting. Right. Omar's intentions, very slow, very slow. This is a little bit hard, Love God. This is a more of a no at the moment, a big moment. So I don't think Omar is really intending to do much. I don't know at the moment what sort of relationship you've got, but it's hard work. Very hard work. Hard work it is. With the Seven of Pentacles, this is okay in itself. It's a lot of patience and understanding if you've been listening to what I've been saying for other people who have drawn this. But with the Queen of Swords, this is often cutting off something. So it's a huge illumination, and looking at the bigger picture is more viable than a yes. And with the Ten of Wands, it's not impossible, but you can see here it's a struggle. So these three cards together, it seems a heck of a lot of struggle, a long time in really seeing something that is going to become more fuzzy, more warm. At the moment, it's completely cold and cut off, and a lot of hard work. So I'm not so sure at this moment in time that they're intending to do a lot about it. Whether they just feel off about relationships, about communication, about a lot of things, whether they can't be bothered in life. Um, it's a little bit of hard work, isn't it? There's not a lot of positivity I can say about that, really. Um, Other than always communicate in positive, loving ways. Um, but yeah, that's hard work. That energy is a little bit hard work. Let's do Michelle. Let's do a general for Michelle at the moment. Thank you for being here. Thanks for liking the video. Let's do Michelle, a general reading for Michelle. No worries. Sorry it wasn't better news. I love God, but yeah. Hard work at the moment, which is fine. It's all their life lessons, really. Hello, Crystal and Light. Do remember to keep posting your questions, guys. If I can't see a question, I can't choose you. Do read the pinned comment, guys. Very important. Right, we're doing Michelle and General. I don't care about typos. I do care about deleted comments. Please, no deleting. Thank you. Don't care about typos. And it won't be there forever. Right, Michelle, let's do... Right, let's do Michelle. Because the chat goes up and I won't have even seen it. And everyone else couldn't care less about it. Right, let's have a look at Michelle. General reading for Michelle. Dorothy. Right, Michelle. Right, you've got a good energy going on, Michelle, at the moment. I would definitely take this to its fullest light, so to speak. With the King of Cups, this is about trust issue of how you open up your heart. And the reason why I'm saying that is because you've got the Three of Wands. So trusting what you've asked for is coming towards you. Three of Wands is always a waiting issue, and good communication and good valuables of what come in to our life. So, in order for us to fully trust what we've wished for and hoped for, and really putting the love aspect of really being in charge of our emotions and our journey that is coming to us, is so vitally important, Michelle. And team this with the Wheel of Fortune. This is really moving forward. So whether you're looking for that perfect, loyal, committed relationship, you really have to trust that these things are coming towards you. Don't go backwards with the energy of wanting to have someone or something from the past. Look towards the future, because that is a newness that's coming to you, and you're well on your way with the Three of Wands for that to come to you. So when I always have the Wheel of Fortune, it's a karmic card of what can come to us. So you don't want to be overwhelmed with something from the past. You want to be overjoyed with what's coming in the future. So remember, when we spin our cycle, we need to be doing it forward. Does that make sense, Michelle? But it's a good energy if you take that. Thank you for being here, guys. Great to see you. Dorothy, let's do a general for Dorothy. How's Dorothy? Lotus Rose, I'll do you next after Dorothy. Right, let's have a look at Rakeshi. You're still here? Great. Thank you for waiting, Michelle. Right, Dorothy, let's do a general for Dorothy. Right, this is for Dorothy. Thanks, guys. Thank you, Lotus. Right, let's do Dorothy, a general for Dorothy. Dorothy. I'm sure I've slipped down. Ooh. Right. Right, Dorothy, let's have a look at Dorothy. Right, Dorothy. Dodgy. I always like these cards together, because it means that we need to do some work on ourselves. When we have the Three of Swords, this is a good reminder that we need to release disappointment and sadness and pain. The human body, on a physical level, can hold on to things that cause us pain. So we need to change things up. And it does look at this moment that with the Tower, we've got that in an abundance form. So when things seem to be disruptive, we need to let go with crying, or we have the full moon, which is absolutely perfect for releasing pain. So whether we write all the things that we're going to let go of today, right now, is a really good thing to do on full moons, because it's that releasing time for that change. So if we want to hold on to old ideas and old ways of working within ourselves, that's okay. But this is a reminder that let things go. Let things just go that causes pain. And then with that, you've got that perfect card, which is a star card, as hope. Another thing with the star card, it does point to the 10th house, because it's on the top of our chart, which says how you see yourself, but how others see you as well. So it's our reputation. So you want to see your reputation as being whole, so to speak. In order to do that is confidence within yourself and being very self-secure and strong within ourselves. So some things do have to fall by the wayside, whether that's old ideas, and realizing that you do have value for yourself. So sometimes when we put all our eggs in one basket, as the expression goes, we can allow our world to crumble down. We have to really see all the eggs should be in our own basket, looking at the love of self, and that'll give you better understanding of the faith within yourself and the world for those good things to come in. All right, so the first step is to release old pains. Okay. Always have a good cry. I always that's my medicine. Have a good cry, let it go. Innit? I think so. Right, let's do Lotus Rose. What do I need to know at this time? Right, Lotus Rose, thank you. Uh, Purnima, thank you for being here. And Rakeshi, you're still here. Great. Right, let's do Lotus Rose. Let's see what's going on for Lotus Rose today. Lotus Rose, what do you need to know? Thank you very much for being here, Rakshi. Right, this is for Lotus Rose. Thanks, Dorothy. Right, Lotus Rose. So there's a big change coming for you as well. For you, it's more of an understanding about how you kind of have ideas. Well, when you demonstrate the King of Wands, it's quite a good idea to really have that spark. We are still in this element of fire. So with the Aries aspect, it's almost like what fire and what creativity and what kind of passion are you having? So when you demonstrate the Hierophant, it's what you've been taught um, can diminish, put out your fire. So sometimes the creativity within us, whether that's you've always wanted to do something, but you haven't allowed the time to do it, and it's kind of losing that spark. So for you, you've got to put that spark back into your life, because with the Tower, it's like the realization that if you don't have the spark for life and really understand that you are your own person to work out your own way within life, that's when you need to realize for yourself to live your life for you, not as things that you were told or society can tell you, but to realize that your own tune is more important than something that is outdated for yourself. So this is why you're having the Tower at the moment, to really realize that in order to rebuild something better for you, is a bigger understanding of who you are, not what people have been telling you. Does that make sense, Lotus? Rakshi, what is your... When will you and Akash reconcile? Right, Rakshi, let's see if you and Akash are going to get back together again. This is for Rakshi. Thanks for being here. No worries. Lotus Rose, lots of love to you all. Right, this is for Rakshi. Are you and Akash gonna reconcile? Rakshi. If you're here, put your question down, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you, Lotus. Right, let's have a look. Rakshi. And then we'll do Purnima, who's waited patiently. Thank you. Right, let's do Rakshi. Let's do Rakshi. Okay. Right, let's have a look. Right, are you going to reconcile? It's a little bit dodgy. I don't think they want to at the moment. When you demonstrate the King of Swords, this is very important to communicate clearly. If they're not communicating with you, that is communication. It's not, oh, I'm wondering when they're going to. It's wondering that's why haven't we moved on? And when we have the Six of Swords, this shows moving on. So it also moves to the Four of Cups, which Four of Cups is one of those things where we don't know what's offered. You're on offering to get back together again, but they don't want to get back together on whether they're missing the opportunity of a lifetime for themselves. Then, sometimes we have to look at, then this communication seems to be off. So it seems to me that at the moment, this is not a good match at this moment in time. I never say never, but at the moment, um, it's it's a kind of a more understanding about who you are as a person and why you're waiting for this to come about. Um, and the Four of Cups, to me, if I get this card for me, it's almost like not at this time, not taking an emotional opportunity, could be better. But surrounding the other cards about the Six of Swords, it does show things can get better. So I wouldn't put a complete no on the situation. Uh, People always change their mind about a lot of things, but I can't see them at this moment in time finding the understanding of why they need to feel on an emotional level to move forward with you two getting back together. Does that make sense? Hi, Flyer. How are you? Right. Let's do Purnima. Thanks for being here, guys. Great to see everyone. Right. Purnima. What are crush feelings for you? Right. Purnima. Let's have a look at I can't pronounce the name. Opande. Right, I'll just look at the name. What are their feelings? Right, let's see about your crush's feelings for you. What are actually Opande's feelings for you? Let's have a look. Purnima. Purnima. What is Archer's? What are Archer's? Hi, Flyer. Do post your question again, so I know you're in here. I'll just say here. What are actually someone's feelings for Purnima? Right, let's have a look at their feelings towards you. Oh, I think they like you. Yes, I wouldn't. Worth the wait, isn't it? They too have got the Wheel of Fortune. Obviously, with full moons and Aryan energy, the new cycles of what's to come is a good sign. And when we have the Wheel of Fortune, this means that things are ticking within themselves to understand that, they might like you as well. Because we've got the Page of Cups here. So this is a new understanding. So they're very curious. And with the Queen of Pentacles, this is a good sign. This is a slow sign. So it's not going to come very fast, but if you're socially around them, if you're mingling um, together, whether that's at college, university, or work, or parties, friends, families. I always see Pages of Cups as being social and understanding new ways of feeling, and teamed with the Queen of Pentacles. That's lovely. It means that they see that you're down to earth, that there is a possibility that what they are looking at is they think you're quite a hard worker. You can produce lots of stuff, so that they would admire you for who you are as a person, definitely. And with the Wheel of Fortune, things can go in the right direction, whether that's socially, being a friend, or looking at things long term. This has got the ability, um, yeah, I've got a good feeling about this. I like it. Um, yeah. Yeah, so if you get to talk to them, if you can talk to them about, also, I think the both of you will have some sort of passion that you're both passionate about. Um, well, yeah, it's looking good. I like it anyway. It's okay. They're feeling, yeah. Right, High Flyer, are you still here? Let's do High Flyer. So this is a general for High Flyer. Let's see what's going on for High Flyer today. Good to see you guys. Yay, High Flyer's still here. Right, High Flyer. I haven't been on for a while, High Flyer, because I've been on holiday. Right, let's have a look at High Flyer. Clover, hello. How are you? Right, this is for High Flyer. Yeah, I did. It was always, it was with family. It was a nice time. It's always nice to go on holiday, isn't it? Even though it's tiring. Right, let's see what High Flyer needs to know. Whoa! Right, let's hope this is true. So we've got the High Priestess, which is a really good card to understand your pathway, your ability. So if you really tune in to what you want, because with the full moon, it's good to release what you no longer need. If you do that and really know what it is that you want to release, it leaves that space for something to come in. And what can come into your life is the King of Cups, along with the Two of Cups, that can say that you can attract to you what you do want. And it gives you the ability, as the High Priestess, to know what it is that you do want. So, with the King of Cups, this is totally owning on the outside world what it is that you love about your life and about who or what you want within it. The Two of Cups is always what's attracting on a healing level. So when you own to yourself, I do attract what I do want and need within my life, and I can and I am attracting it. So whether it's a perfect relationship between one thing and another, whether that's your work life or romance life, it's a very good thing to really say you are healing and attracting that. So it's a fantastic aspect to go, what is that one thing that I really do love and want? So it's a perfect time for you to really know that emotionally, because we've got two ships there, both white. pure and good intentions, when you have pure good intentions of what you want, it does come to you. So pure good intentions for yourself and what is the highest good of yourself, i.e. your life purpose, your destiny, it is coming to you. So it's a perfect time for you at the moment to allow and trust and go with the flow of your beautiful life. Whoa, no problem. Aniket, let's do a general for you. Aniket, thanks for being here. This is for Aniket. Let's see what's going on for you today. Aniket, what does Aniket need to know? Yes, you may donate for a question. I will be grateful for a donation, Mel, on PayPal, SuperChat, or Cash App. Thank you. Yeah, always just donate and I'll do your question. Thank you for being here, Mel. I do appreciate it. Do tell me when you've donated. I would appreciate that, unless it's SuperChat and it comes up. Aniket, let's have a look what's going on for you. Aniket. Aniket. Right, this is what Aniket. What do you need to know? Right, Aniket, this is an interesting time for yourself at the moment. This shows that the universe is really trying to show you that sometimes you need to be focused. When you say one-mindedness, it's about aiming and really having that connection. Well, when we look at morals, truth, honesty, and all that. Oh, thank you so much, Mel. I do appreciate that. Do post your question, and I'll do you. So, Aniket, when we have the Queen of Swords teamed with the Justice, it's like the sword of truth within our mind about what we want. It's come to an understanding within your sphere, within your world, that something needs to give. There needs to be a little bit of a shift pattern. And when we look at the sword of truth, it's not just blind justice. It's looking at the facts. It's a factual aspect that things do come and go. So when the general reading for you is the world, it's like you already have been through many challenges within your life, and sometimes there is no justice for a situation. We have to put an ending to it, throw it out of our court. So this is why for you the Queen of Swords is necessary to eliminate what's no longer needed, and a perfect time to do so because you're in a full moon aspect today, and which gives that highlight of letting things go. So the moral of your story at the moment is, what do you need to let go of? All right. So thank you, Mel. Thank you for donating. What is your question? Thank you. Oh, there it is. Clover, hello. Done. Right, thank you. I've received that. What does Stefan really want from me? Why doesn't he just go ahead and ask me to be his girlfriend? Oh, that's an age-old question, isn't it? Why don't they just ask? Why make it so complicated? Because they're a bloke. Where? No, I can see you. Right, okay. Clover, hello. Please wait. I'm on a donated reading at the moment. Right, let's have a look what Stefan wants from Mel. Let's have a look. Mm. That on top. That's that's just definitely what's going on with. Men, eh? Men! Ugh. Right, let's have a look. Let's have a look what's really going on. Okay. Definitely his mind. His mind is all over the place. Let's go. Whoa. So what's going on with Stefan at the moment? Phew. This is a tough aspect for him. Very tough. It can end quite good though. So when we look at Stefan, we can see for a fact that because these two cards jumped out, so I'll probably use them. To be fair, so basically, it's a very simple equation. This with the first card, which is the sun. However, for Stefan, it makes things very complicated when he is very happy. The sun is a happy, it's the yang card, it's the embodiment of light, happiness, strength, character, desire, passion, and all the rest. And it is what they can create for themselves. Now, the reason why it's like a push me pull you is because basically he's very happy. It's a simple equation and it is simple, but they like to overcomplicate things. So the complication is definitely within the mind, and you can see that they have been hurt significantly, and that's what plays on their mind. Which to me, I would just like to really slap people on some sort of soul level, because when you deprive, and that's the word, depriving yourself of happiness, depriving yourself of moving on and learning that what's happened in the past is in the past and it has no bearing, really, or shouldn't do, of what is present, because you're with a different person now. So how is it going to be the same unless you're repeating and attracting something that is like a mirror? You've got to get past this issue. So it's mainly on their side, and nothing that you're doing is putting into the equation. So this is where the judgment card comes in. Judgment. So this is all about hello, Tanisha, just doing a donated reading at the moment. So the judgment card shows that in order to continue with the happiness, in order for you, for them to move past the issues of getting over the past, one has to start again. This is where this is called the rebirth card. It's looking at things in a very humbling, very naked, very revealing way about when you cling on to things in the past, it is out of fear. And he does demonstrates that very nicely. No, he doesn't. He does have the Nine of Wands, and that kind of shows. I thought there was a Nine of Swords in here, so that's good for you. That is not. But the Judgment card is that really understanding what's happened in the past is in the past, so it has no bearing of moving forward. So that's good. But the way he moves forward is definitely slow. And with the Seven of Pentacles, this does show that what you nurture, what you invest in, hi, Divine Goddess, thank you. What we invest in is what we take out. So this is why for your situation, which I kind of like, because it is the 20 card, which is 2, which is, as you can see, the 2 X's. And if you read the runes, it's like Gibo, which is a partnership. So there is a kind of togetherness there if you're allowed to stop. If he gives himself the chance, and this is why I said it's very simple, he is very happy, but he's reflecting on the past a lot. That makes it hard for him to move forward. So this is why it can take a lot more patience and understanding and taking out the equation of what's happened in the past. So, I never know when I do readings for people and tell them that, whether they nag the person, well, you should have lived things in the past. I'm not this and I'm not that. It's no good, because there is a saying, you can bring the horse to the water, but you can't make them drink. So they have to realize these things for themselves. So as long as we go, oh, well, it's not me that's making them pull away, it's themselves, then that's a good thing to actually do. So in the meantime, it is kind of slow, and just continue doing what you're doing, and that should break down the stupid barrier that they've got in their head. So you see with the Five of Cups where this comes from him. So with the Five of Cups, this is about the disappointment and the sadness. But I generally like the Five of Cups because the Two of Cups is always standing. So they know what is on offer. And with the Judgment card here, it's like, if I do start again completely and realize that the past is the past, when you look at the Five of Cups, it's like the Death card. On a physical form, someone's died. I'm very sad. I'm in mourning. So they're mourning the loss of what's happened in the past. They need to rebirth this on a soul level to engage in a proper relationship. You know that. They actually know that. They know it, but will they do it? So when they have the Nine of Wands, it's like, I've been hurt before. I don't know whether to go forward. I feel very happy with the situation. I really like this. I really like the feeling it gives me. So they do like it. So the question when you says, when will he ask you to be your girlfriend? It's from the past that they've had a relationship and they feel very vulnerable. So sometimes putting on a label on something scares people away. And this is what the Nine of Wands is. Been hurt before. How do I move past that barrier? It is about trust in themselves. So when you come against the Five of Swords, which can be a very difficult time, because it's their own thought process they need to walk away from and really understand what's put them in that circumstance won't happen again. So when we look at relationships that have broken down, what was it that we had an idealistic view about that made it break down? Was it because it was a type, or whether we thought, right, okay, if I do this, yeah, I think he does. He generally does, and this is what I said with the sun. It's all very happy. So when we move towards the magician, they can make things work. It is hard with the Five of Pentacles. It is a hard, long journey. So what they want from you, with the Ace of Swords, they have to realize to unlock their mindset is important to have that moving forward. They do want another relationship. I think Stefan likes to be in a loyal, trustworthy, committed relationship. But in order for them to have that, Mel, they really do have to understand that you are a different person. They're a different person. So they do want a committed relationship, 100%. But while they're not fully recovered from the past relationship, this is what makes it difficult. I think they will get past this barrier. I do. I really, really do. But it's hard. When you demonstrate for him the isn't it crazy? You've got the Five of Cups, you've got the Five of Pentacles, plus you've got the Five of Swords in this particular reading, which is a very 555. It might be a sign for you, 555. It's a difficult aspect that for them to do. So if I was you, if I had this reading, I would just have more patience, because the beginning of the relationship reading is sun, happiness, and the end of the reading is the Ace of Swords, which is victory. Matzal Tarot. Well, yeah. So it is an important aspect to start with their own passion and then end with the key to their own mindset. So I am totally encouraged, as well as with the magician, about what they can bring to the table. What they can bring to the table here is a balance of the pair of you learning some very important lessons, which goes back again to the judgment card of what's being said and what's not being said. So for you, Melody, I would definitely have a look at what's not being said, that silent communication between the two of you, because that, my friend, will say a lot more than what's being said. So please, I do urge you, if at all possible, to keep having the faith about this aspect. We all have free choice, we all have free will, but I believe myself, you've got this perfect balance between having patience. Every relationship is different, and of course, but the more you have patience and understanding and just enjoy where you are, and don't put a huge label on, well, I want the label of being, I want Stefan to actually ask me to be his girlfriend. It's kind of putting someone else's label on it. I do understand that everybody, I do understand everybody wants or thinks they need these certain labels to get to the next step, but it's not important. And he did verbally say that he loved you, so that's a good sign. And just living where you do, those two cards that I was going to show you was the Ten of Swords, thinking differently, and also the Six of Swords. So it shows that he can come away from his prison of the mindset about what's happened in the past. I reckon for myself, give it more time, have more patience, and see it kind of go forward in a more better way. But yeah, just enjoy each other's company. The more you can do that, the better. Yeah. So hopefully that made sense to you. Um, I've got a lot of faith in Stefan myself. Yeah. Good luck. Thanks for the donation, by the way. Right. Thanks for being here. Oh, it's troublesome. Who likes relationships? That drive you potty. Right, right. Thanks, Mel. Divine Goddess, thanks for the super chat. Can I know, please, what? Can I know what's the What's the atoll? Right, atoll. Atoll the Pisces. All right, let's have a look at that. Thank you, Divine Goddess, for being here. How's my soul tarot? Number 5. Right, okay, let's have a look. Keep posting your questions, guys. If I can't see your question, I can't do your question. Mm, mm. Right. Right, let's have a look at atoll. Right, Divine Goddess. Let's have a look at atoll. All right. Alrighty. So. Right, okay, so interesting scenario here. Does he think about you often? It's funny with well, Pisces. What can I say? Uh, I shouldn't say that, but yeah. Does he think about you often? There is an element that they do think about you, but they're in two minds. Yeah, Pisces. Um, the reason why I'm umming and ahhing is because that they're demonstrating quite a lot of the time with the Two of Swords here. So for them, it's like 1 minute they can be very idealistic about a lot of things, but then there's an element of, well, what do I do with this thought about how I can actually do things? So it is funny because they they want to, but then they wonder, well, what happened? What is the next stage after actually doing something? So they do see you as the Queen of Pentacles, which is good, because this is a kind of uh, the Queen of Pentacles is always a good sign, because the Queen of Pentacles is like the birth mother card, very much like the Empress. So I know you work hard, they know you work hard, but you're very grounded in who you are, and that's, I believe you're a safe bet. Do you know what? So they think that the safety can come, and that they can see a development. But while they're always like this about, oh, do I want to further something with this person, or further something in a relationship, or in a friend or whatever, it's a kind of ding ding ding, and a nagging woodpecker on the thoughts. So yeah, they do think about you often. Well, not often, but they do think about you. And whether it's a romantic aspect, it can be, because they do demonstrate the Page of Cups. So with the Page of Cups here in this particular scenario, is interesting, which I'll go back to, because with the Knight of Swords, this can really be, I have to skip Pisces, kind of a wishy-washy element with what they've been told. Now you can see very strongly where the Two of Swords comes in, about the nagging feeling of what they've been told, or what they, not so much about, oh, about you, but about relationships, about what's happened in their past. So this is where the Page of Cups needs to come about how they look at how they feel, how they understand about who you are. So when I said you're a safe bet, do they want more excitement in their life, or do they want more drama? Because sometimes when people have had drama, and I think they have with the Knight of Swords, it comes as an immature kind of look. Now, the King of Pentacles did come out reversed. So with the King of Pentacles, as long as the Knight of Wands, it means they can take action to understand how they can be more mature about the situation. So where they see a flash in the pan, kind of an aspect of something, do they want more adventure, or more? Because sometimes when you meet somebody, you know exactly what you're going to get. But because the Pisces, and because they're demonstrating, there's not only that, but also that the Knight of Swords, it's like something's happened that they've just been, it's so, for one thing, you need somebody a lot more mature, basically, and not somebody who doesn't know their own mind, which is a demonstration to me of that little goldfish, you being the bigger person than them. And that's what you always come across to me, as a very more mature, very knowing person. And I think you need, or you should be getting, something that can treat you with total respect and honor, and just giving. And when people don't, it annoys me for you, because you're such a fantastic person, and I think you know this as well, and you do have your head screwed on very, very well. And for someone to be kind of not understanding, yeah, he's definitely in two minds about a lot of things, to be fair. And what one of those mindsets that they're demonstrating is, they're not sure of themselves. They're not sure. I'm definitely not sure that this person can demonstrate at this moment in time, how they feel about a lot of things myself. I think you know that as well. But when you come across with the Two of Swords, it means they're not, with the Page of Cups, the Knight of Swords, and the Two of Swords, it shows to me that they're not emotionally mature enough to offer to you what you need. That's saying it plain and simple. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the donation. Right, the last person, Clover. Thank you, Divine Goddess. Right, let's have a look at Clover. Last question to do is, Clover, will Mate write to me in the next week? Hello, Sambis. Thank you for being here. I'm on my last question with Clover, because I've been here for nearly 2 hours. Well, time flies when you're having fun. Right, Clover. Will Matei write to you in the next week? You and the timelines. Right, let's have a look at Clover. Clover. Will Matei write to you in the next week? Will Matei write to Clover in the next week? Right, Clover. No. Not, I can't see them at the moment, in this moment in time, writing to Sue. Um, with the Eight of Pentacles, shows me what last communication did you actually have? Because I always see the Eight of Pentacles is kind of having a look at the small details myself, and it's very important to know what the last kind of communication was. I don't need you. You shouldn't puzzle about it, but there is an element here with the Hanged Man and the Seven of Pentacles, which shows to me a slowness about the thing. It also shows to me that maybe there's something else kind of there for you, and it's not necessarily waiting for this particular communication, if that makes sense. You Stardust. Right, okay, I'll do you very quickly for Stardust, and then you will be the last person. Right, let's see what general reading is for Stardust. So, sorry about that, Clover, if that made sense to you. Right, last person, Stardust. Let's have a look what's going on for Stardust. Very quickly here. Right, Stardust, Sunshine. Nice name, that. Stardust and Sunshine. Nothing quick about my shuffling. Right, let's have a look. So, what's happening to you is, first of all, you've got the Wheel of Fortune, Stardust, right? With the Five of Swords, as well as the Queen of Cups. So, with the Wheel of Fortune, this is a very karmic look at how you look at yourself, right? Because with the Queen of Cups, I always see this as asking for something better. Now, we are in the full moon scenario, so things to let go of is a good thing. And one of those things is the patterns that you may be building up for yourself, because you've got the Five of Swords, and this is where mentally you can move away from. So having a look at the full moon about concentrating on yourself, asking for the bigger things, especially as some of those things can be what you're letting go of. Right. So, in order to give to yourself, we need to let go of something. So, look at the patterns within your life, let go of some of the thoughts or feelings that you need to do in order to embrace something better. All right. Thank you for being here. Excellent. Right, I did say that was my last one because I've been over 2 hours now. I turn into a pumpkin. So if you haven't had your reading, there's also priority of becoming a channel member or donating. So I'm going to end this session and we'll see you all on the next session. Thanks for being here, guys. Mhm.